Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great summer. My name is Rachel Arevalo and I'm here at the premiere of The Gallows, a new film which is set to hit theaters on July 10th. Stay tuned for all the exclusive details only on The Scoop. What have you been up to since Full House?
Well, we start production on Fuller House for Netflix really soon, so that's really exciting. And then, I have another project that's coming out, a reality project that I get to talk about in another couple weeks. I've been busy designing a jewelry and accessories line that hopefully we'll have ready for fall. Been doing a lot of travel, a lot of home with the kids, kind of trying to enjoy things before, life gets super crazy.
And going back to Full House, do you still keep in touch with any of your co-stars?
Yeah, I do. We get to see each other pretty frequently. I mean, we're going to be working together again, so, we'll get to see each other then. But, we do pool parties and barbecues and, birthdays and stuff like that.
And this film is set in high school, which is a pretty scary time for everyone, going through changes and everything happening. What's one of the scariest things that's happened to you in high school?
I don't know if it was scary, but it was pretty traumatizing. I think I fell in the middle of the quad at lunch, and it was one of those horrifying moments as a teenager when everyone's kind of looking at you and you're like, okay, I look really cool, and I just completely ate it, on my hands and knees, scraped up my knees, and was just terribly embarrassed. So I don't know if it was scary, but it was horrifying and soul scarring. What's
been your favorite part about working on this film and watching it grow and develop?
I think my favorite part is taking it from literally nothing, from an idea, from some footage, and now people are on the street talking about Charlie's the villain as a character and being social about it online and seeing these amazing comments like, I saw the movie, I loved it, and just kind of impacting the world through some form of entertainment and hopefully inspiring other kids to do the same around the world. You don't have to be in Hollywood to get a movie made.
What advice would you give to aspiring producers, directors?
Just go shoot it. You don't have to have much money, just go find some friends, go shoot something cool and put it online and just have determination. Because if you have that, you have everything.
Movies?
School, just learn it, but go do it. The knowing's in the doing.
What's the biggest learning experience from doing this film?
Oh man, that it takes a lot of work. It's not glamorous and it's not easy, but being things like this tonight makes it all worth it. You meet people that you love, you work alongside them, and you really only learn from the people that you're working with.
This is your first really big acting gig. What's it been like going through the whole process and having to miss school for the process as well?
Surreal, because honestly I would have never thought that we would be standing here like this. When I first did it, it was the first thing that I booked moving to LA when I was 19, and to actually be standing here and things to be happening like this and for people to be excited about it and to be sitting in audiences and during screenings and having people laugh when they're supposed to laugh and jump when they're supposed to jump, it's just amazing.
First time she ever got a script when she was 11 years old, and she was disappointed because there was only one line. And I said, Cass, at rehearsal, do that one line so well that tomorrow they'll give you two. She goes, really, Mommy? And the next day I hear a scream. She's gotten the script and there's 3 lines written for her. And I said, that's the way a career starts.
So do you think maybe one day you might start together?
I would do it tomorrow. Cass says never.
Can we get a fight on for USC?
Yes, fight on for USC!
What was it like getting to do everything?
Honestly, it was very difficult wearing all the different hats that we wore, but we asked all the actors and we asked everyone involved, which weren't that many people, to wear a lot of hats as well.
There's something special or kind of cool about being able to do all of those things because you don't have to necessarily rely on anyone else to do it. You're just, you take full responsibility.
Tell us a little bit about your film and how you came up with the idea.
The idea is the origin of it was this story my dad told me growing up. It's about a kid who died in his high school. And I grew up knowing this story, and I told it to Travis when we started talking about our first movie together, and he immediately was like, that would make a cool movie.
And we're familiar with a lot of the superstitions that come with theater and all those types of things, what to say, what not to say, and then also, there's plenty of superstitions at high school. Several of the places that we scouted had, people say, oh, well, the guy that died in the theater, the one guy that died, he was the janitor. He died, everyone had this incredible story about each high school, and so we really thought that was something cool that a lot of people would have fun with.
We started writing the script, and we love the idea of having it set in a high school after hours.
I like the idea that high school is scary, and if we set it in a high school, it'll be very relatable for most people. And that was a lot of fun to be able to kind of go back and relive some high school years by just walking the halls, even though they were dark and silent and very creepy halls.
What are you most excited for audiences to see in this film?
There are several scenes that we get pretty giddy watching the audience react to.
For us, it's so fun watching the reactions, and we've seen crowds just all freak out at the same time in very dramatic fashion, and we were so excited to see it.
Do you guys have any advice for aspiring filmmakers or any tips for them?
Our advice to aspiring filmmakers is to go out and create content. Make stuff, do it, go for it.
So what's one of the scariest things that happened to you on set? As you said, it is one of the most haunted places in Fresno.
The scariest thing, and it gives me goosebumps today, is Pfeiffer and I, one of my co-stars, we're walking through the attic towards the end of the movie. And at the time we had a transmitter that was transmitting all the feed to our directors who were rooms away, hundreds of yards away. So it was just Pfeiffer and I in this attic, pitch black, just the light of the camera. And we turn around the corner, and I hear this noise in my ear that just whispers my name, Reese. And she heard it, and I heard it, and we caught it on camera, and we still have the audio of it, and there was nobody there.
I hope you enjoyed all the interviews. My name is Rachel Arevalo, and thank you for watching The Scoop.